Okay, Micheal Carey. Right, Micheal, first things first, 2019. And don't forget to have a good image of your final project in there, taken on your phone or whatever, and paste it in there before you hand it up, and get your exam number and put it in there. Good man. Right, the other thing, table of contents, Micheal. Make sure that every page in that joins up exactly with what's inside in your portfolio. So make sure every single one of these numbers matches up. And one thing that I see on my template, joining methods, is missing. So you need to add them 2 pages in. So just the heading saying you can copy and paste the materials research page, and just copy and paste it and change materials research to joining methods. So you'll have materials research first, and you'll have a page after that says materials research. You'll change the headings to joining methods, and then you'll have 2 different sections. So add in that section, and then put in 3 or 4 different types of joints. So you can put in a housing joint, or a mortise and tenon joint, or a bridal joint, or whatever you want to do, a cross-halving joint. Put in 3 or 4 different types of joints and explain them. So include that in the sections. Okay, this looks alright. Okay, good man, looks good. This is your spider diagram. Alright, it's not exactly a spider diagram. If you want, you can sketch that out, put my initial thoughts in the middle, and use all the headings you have here. Maybe put wood, and then off wood you can have solid wood, if you want to do that. If you want to leave it like that, it's fine as well, that's okay. Right, come on, at least you've filled out anyway. Design considerations, take that bit, shove that out of the way. I can see that there. That's plagiarism there. So just shove that out of the way. Okay, designs, I chose it. Why you chose it? Do you okay, that's fine. Yeah, good man. Must be designed to suit the brief and every project 2 weeks. I also need to. My second biggest concern is cost. Okay, that's fine, good man. Get that filled in. There's no excuse that you have this since 26th of October. All you have to do is just colour in sections, Micheal, get it done. For planning on to very section. Okay, good man. Yeah. Improve my sketching skills. Put that in. Improve my sketching skills. Gain a better knowledge. Gain a better knowledge maybe about different materials that can be used in artifacts. Improve my accuracy in making joints. You can put that in, and you did actually do that. Your dovetail joints, very good. Okay, objectives. No, that's not an objective. Yeah, sketch more is not an objective. If you read what it says in the instructions, your objectives, let's say, objectives are the measure you will take to achieve an aim. So if you're going to get better at sketching, what does that mean? Have good quality sketches in my project. Gain a better knowledge about my project. Whatever you said there, how are you going to measure that? So if you're going to gain a better knowledge about jointing methods, so maybe research, know about different joining methods and how they're made. Improve my jointing techniques. How are you going to measure that? Make sure and saw on the way side of the line and mark my joints correctly. So they're your aims, and they're how you're going to measure these aims. Get them done, please. Okay. Right, if you did a questionnaire and you did an interview, who did you interview and what were the results? So there's the interview. I interviewed whoever, so just 2 sentences underneath. I interviewed someone who was in the trade or whatever, and they said that they wanted to do that. I asked them the following 5 questions, they said they want to do that. If you did a questionnaire, I asked 10 people about the questionnaire, and this is the results of them. So you need to have a result as well as a questionnaire. You as well, if this is primary research, a photo maybe of where the project is going to go, maybe a photo of something that's going to go into the project. Primary research means you did it yourself. Okay, secondary research. This says primary research, but it probably should say secondary research. Secondary research is stuff you get from the internet. And if you've got a picture of a Louis Vuitton wallet, what's the size of it? If that's going into it, what's the size of the thing? I left arrows in there. There was no need to delete them out. Put the size of a watch, or put the size of them, because that's why you're researching it, because it's going into the project. If you feel that's relevant, what's the gap between that holds that? If you're putting in an image, just don't throw it in for the sake of it. put some information on it. Your mood board, you can add in maybe 3 or 4 more of them. That's a good one actually, because it looks like a final one. But put in a few more things, Micheal. Put in 3 or 4 more images and maybe add a sentence down the bottom. Maybe summarise what's going on in your mood board. Product analysis, you've already analysed the 2 of these under one heading. You could do cost. There's a load of headings there on the side telling what you can do. You can analyse them under them headings as well. So the cost of the first one looks a bit more expensive because it's made out of pine. Whereas the one on the right is made out of a hardwood. The one on the left, aesthetics, or maybe you could say manufacture. So you can see this thing here seems to be curved, so you can say there's laminating on that, whereas that's just a butt joint or some sort of martisan, or not a martisan tendon, but maybe a biscuit joint or a dowel joint, whereas this one is a laminating. It's a little bit more harder to make that. So get one more heading in there. Oak trees. Right, that's about an oak tree. You want to say something about the timber, Micheal. So what's the story with timber from oak trees? Is it strong? What's it used for? Same with beech, same with ash. So it's grand going on about the tree. What about the timber? What is it used for? That'll all be on the internet. It'll be very straightforward to get it. Same for pine. Right, pine is usually used for roofing and flooring. It's lightweight or something. Maybe you could add in something. So look, you've said what it's used for. Maybe shove these down, like, I don't know what's going on here, like Douglas fir is on the same line as that, so maybe shove this out of the way. Maybe you can, kind of separate all them out. Might be look a lot better. And I don't know why the gap is up there. Chipboard, it's fine. If that's copied from the internet, make sure it reads like that what you would type. It's fine. It's fine. Remember what I'm saying about joining methods. Make sure that you add joining methods in, I think that goes before finishes. So you're looking for one page. You can copy this page if you want. Heading, joining methods, dovetail joint, picture of a dovetail joint, 2 or 3 sentences about it, martisan tenon, housing joint, bridal joint, whatever. Put 3 exact same as this page, put it before it. Is that where it is at the start? Yeah, look, it's before, so you need to add that page beforehand, before this page here. Okay, tools, hand planes, fine. Stuff. Good man, Micheal, you've done work here, good man. Good stuff, chip carving. Man, okay, there. Not sure these are power tools. Chip carving isn't a power tool, it's a process. So, yeah, look, they're not like a power tool is a power tool, like like a lathe is a type of power tool or a type of woodwork machine. You know what I mean? Right. After that, right. Are you missing a hand? Oh no, you're not. Okay. I researched how possibly use my project. Right, so what you're doing is evaluating what you learned in primary research. So that first page where you did your interview or you took them photos, give me something you learned out of that. A lot of people like pine. A lot of people think that Danish oil is the best way to finish a project. A carpenter that I interviewed said that I should use the following types of wood or the following whatever. So something you learn from there. Something you learn from, I looked at YouTube videos is not any good to you because it's nothing new should be in this section, Micheal. So the fact that you looked at YouTube videos is coming out of nowhere. You haven't said that previously. So it's an evaluation, which means you're evaluating something that's previously in the page. So when you looked at the size of a watch is whatever, the height of a shelf to fit a book needs to be whatever. Something you learned from that secondary research page. Materials research, I will use, this is before you've made anything, I will use dovetail joints or whatever. This is all done before you make the project at all. something you learned from material research, something you learned from one sentence out of what you did, one sentence out of what you learned from the 3 types of finishes, one sentence you learned about the types of hand tools that you could use. I might try using a tenon saw, I might try using some sort of whatever tools you have. You're going to use them, alright? Okay, there's no picture in here, that needs to go in. So you can take a picture of with your phone if you want, but get that image in there. Same here. Don't copy and paste the same thing over and over. Don't copy and paste as a meet the brief. Use the words that you have from your brief. Use the words that are in the brief, and make a sentence as to why it hits the brief. So it does hold personal items, because there's several drawers in it or whatever, something as to why it hits the brief. Same here, you're missing this. These need to go in there. Micheal, you've got 48 hours. Same here, you need to have a final sketch of exactly the way the thing looks. Alright? Bent laminate curve is a complex process. That's not in your final project, so that's no good to you now. So the final sketch of the final project needs to be in there. Okay, working drawings, right, they're not done, Micheal. They need to get done. You need to have a view of what the thing looks like. So when you look straight in at your project, what does the thing look like? So draw with a ruler what the project looks like frontways, what it looks like from above, what it looks like from the side. So your table will be on top, or the pitch will be on top. Your doors in the front or whatever, what it looks like from the front, draw with a ruler to scale. Has to happen. I don't care how you get it done, needs to happen next 48 hours. Grab one of the TG students or whatever, get the thing done. Okay. Cutting list. If you were to remake the project, Micheal, would all these pieces of wood remake the thing? Is there anything missing out of that? Is there doors missing? So every single piece of wood that you need to remake the project, if I give you 2 weeks, what are all the pieces of wood you need to remake the project? Make sure that you have every dimension in there and you call it a proper name. They look fine, front and back, shelves are fine. You've doors missing out of that, I think. Evaluation, there's a big section there to give you a hand, use it. Conclusion, alright, that's okay, yeah, that's alright. But use the evaluation section, there's loads of it in there that you need to fill in. So, Micheal, overall, you're missing quite a bit out of it. You actually have a good portfolio there, my man, but you need to fill in the sections that aren't there. You need to get them images in. If you don't have a model and prototype, so you need to take that out of your table of contents. You need to add in joining methods. That needs to happen. Make sure all these pages line up. Third party evaluation, I don't see that in there. If it's not in there, delete it out of this table of contents. Don't just leave the table of contents the way it is. Okay, man.